Hello, Steve here, the concierge health advisor. Woo! Get over it, hey? Yeah, well, let's compare notes in 30 years. Yes, regular listeners, viewers, yeah, we know the shtick. But for one-off viewer, you clicked on today's subject matter, our relationship with food. And let me tell you, it's not emotional. Well, it is, but in a different sort of way. Like we all struggle with cravings, and this is part of the series, part of the Stop Exercising series, and the whole idea about our relationship with food feeds into the whole craving complex and willpower. That special relationship we have with restricting. Over a few days, that restricting, maybe a few weeks when you're a bit more successful, and after 2 years, how's that going to look? And then you put on even more weight than when you started to lose weight, and then we have the whole statistical framework, the whole statistical complex of 98% failure of diet restriction and exercise. Regular viewers will know that I'm going to say stop exercising series. Well, yes, micronutrient deficiencies and our special relationship with food. Like, you know, one of the reasons we have all these great cuisines, these exotic cuisines, these exotic tastes, these new taste sensations of the last few decades of sweet and sour, salted caramel. Can't think of any more at the moment, but that's all PICA, and I've got a whole episode on PICA which I riff and rant about the whole subject matter. And PICA, my dear listener, viewer, is micronutrient deficiencies, and yeah, we're micronutrient deficient. Okay, so especially with one observation. Here was an observation. I was studying IT, like an IT qualification, a couple of decades ago, and I was at the train station waiting for my train, and there was this procession of people with PICA. The 3 o'clock crowd come in and get their afternoon drink, afternoon snack. I deserve a reward for being so good with my diet. What reward? You're just eating shit again. I just need a snack. I deserve it. You got PICA, Jack. So, I observed that 80% of the chocolate buyers were women. Maybe 80, 75, let's go three quarters. It's probably more accurate than the 4/5. And 60+%, 2/3 say, of the Coca-Cola and drink buyers were the guys. So that's just an observation. It's not over a day. This is over weeks and months. Yeah. So that was quite interesting to share, and our special relationship. You know, the whole it's morning tea, bickies and coffee, and you need morning tea. Really? You got PICA, Jack. And if you feel like, let's have some Thai food tonight. I feel like some Chinese. Feel. Fish and chip night. You just have to salt, Jack, because you're starving. Your body is crying out. When you're starting to crave those junk foods, I just need a snack. I need to reward myself for the last week of eating healthy. You got PICA, Jack, and your special relationship with food is just really got you by the short and curlies, and you need to feed your malnourished body with the scattergun approach of cravings. Your body, we aren't smart enough. We are actually smart enough, but our bodies are smart enough to go. How's that look on video? To direct us to these minerals, these vitamins, these amino acids and essential fatty acids. No, our body isn't that intuitive, but it's a scattergun, and we just go scatter for nutrients, but we go for the macronutrients, not the micronutrients, because we don't understand it. The mainstream healthcare complex doesn't understand micronutrients and the micronutrients that we require to be healthy and to live longer. And there's at least 90 micronutrients which are declared essential, because if you don't have these 90, you dead, Jack. Same goes with all vertebrates, all turtles, giraffes, goldfish, mice, hippos, hummingbirds, and dogs and cats. They all need 90 essential micronutrients. Algae needs 18, 20 minerals. Humans and vertebrates need at least 60 minerals. Yeah. The mainstream healthcare complex would like to say that there's 27 micronutrients that we require. How about the other more than 2/3 that you're missing out on? Yes. So, our special relationship with food, our cravings are the sort of cravings that we have these days is not hunger. We've got plenty of access to cheap calories, the cheapest calories in history, but we have this special condition, this special issue of micronutrient deficiencies, and that leads to PICA, which is cravings. Google likes to reference PICA as eating strange foods because you're lacking nutrients. There may be 30% there, but it's a whole complex of cravings and micronutrient deficiencies, and it's our body just screaming out for micronutrients. When a child chews on their toys and chews on the rail of their crib, called cribbing, right? When a horse is lacking micronutrients and they eat their barn, they call it cribbing. At least the horse owner, they know that they need micronutrients, so they give them the special feed, and then they stop eating the barn. But parents, we unknowingly just think, that's just the child growing up. They're starving. Your child is starving when they're, it's just normal. Kids do this. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. I'll qualify that. There will be some chewing, but the amount of that on their crib is overt compared to what it used to be. Oh, how do you know this? Well, there's writings of raising children a century ago plus. Okay, so it's sort of been there with us, but that's what's really going on. Okay, so cribbing is a thing of kids that are micronutrient deficient. We don't know that they are, but we don't even know that we are. We just call our own micronutrient deficiency, I feel like some gherkin, and the whole idea that that pregnant women that are pregnant have these cravings is because they're getting sapped even more of their micronutrient deficiency for the incubation of the new child, for the pregnancy, right? And the reason why pregnancy is harsh on women. That's why they get ill and they have back issues and they gain weight and post having kids. It's not because they let themselves go. Micronutrient deficiency. Women start to look dusty after age 40, and it's just part of aging. Micronutrient deficiencies. Yeah, micronutrient deficiencies. It's not going to sink in. It's not going to get the light of day, this sort of content, but that's what's going on, my dear listener, viewer, and someone that would like to comment that you don't know what you're talking about. Well, if you're an expecting mother, or a woman that's reaching out for chocolate, or a dude that's reaching out for Coca-Cola, let's compare notes in 10 years, 30 years. Let's see if you'll say, oh mate, you were right. You were right about the whole micronutrient thing. So it's there. Our relationship and anorexia. How about that? Anorexia. It's about control and body image. This and PTSD. That and abuse as a child and yada yada. Yeah, possibly the mouse in the room. The whole psychosocial complex of contributing factors. A lot of these things aren't replicatable, testable. They're just reasoned. It's not good enough. These ladies, especially with the whole anorexia and bulimia complex, micronutrient deficiencies, particularly gallium and lithium, especially. But there's a lot more going on. There's a lot of micronutrient deficiencies, and once you get under, there's this magic BMI, this whole BMI thing of under 18 or something. Your brain chemistry, you can't reason, and your body image. Micronutrient deficiencies. Okay. And if I've done a podcast about if you're on this whole thing about being extra thin, and you want to be a BMI of 11, or oh god, don't die on us and get some micronutrients into you. So I've advocated for that. But you encourage anorexia. Well, they're already anorexic and bulimic and the whole 9 yards. So get some micronutrients into you, and they might be nourished enough to think, maybe their body image can get a slap in the face, perhaps. But a very small percentage would be on the whole willpower thing to have a particular look, because we all have our particular preference of what physique we want, and anorexia is one of those physiques which some people will go for. What are you talking about? Well, anyway, so before I riff and rant and diatribe and monologue, soliloquy for too much longer, and you say I'm full of what, I'll end it there. Our relationship with food, the bottom line, the ending note, the summary, we got micronutrient deficiencies, guys. So if you want to reach out, my service is on the show notes. When you look at the gold, silver, bronze packages, you're going to think, well, then there's the iron package. It's free. You can wade through all the content and do it yourself, but some people don't have the 10,000 plus hours that I've put into my own chronic health avoidance and curing. The cures. I've cured myself of half a dozen chronic diseases, and trying to help out the rest of the world. So the free content is there, but if you really want the high efficacy outcomes, gold, silver, bronze. How about that gold price? Well, yeah. If I had the sort of money, if you haven't had a look, you're probably going to have a look now, right? Yeah. If I had the sort of money, I'd drop it like that. I'd drop it like that to get really healthy and lose weight, yes, health, all the rest of it, feeling great. And yeah, I'll see you in 50 years when I hit 100. Will I be vindicated? No, I don't think so. But the content's there. So, and I do have, I don't have any worries about knocking back people too. So if anyone wants to go gold, but I want to do this and that, and look, I don't want to stuff up my own efficacy approach by you eating McDonald's every other night and that sort of thing. You're gone. I'm not going to accept your money. No, I'm not going to accept you. So I've got no problems. Okay. So, but we need to treat ourselves. McDonald's has all the 5 food groups. That's what I used to say. McDonald's has all the 5 food groups. What are you talking about from a 20-year-old? Yeah, we used to have this whole food pyramid, 5 food groups bullshit, and even that's gone down the gurgler in health models. Yeah, so that's it. Stay tuned for more in this series of Stop Exercising, and that was today's clickbait of our food relationship. Bye-bye.